Hi and welcome to a new episode of our podcast, Das Seriensprechzimmer. It translates to the TV show Talking Room. We had the chance to talk to Jaime Camil, that you guys probably know from Jane the Virgin, and he's on this new Apple TV Plus show, Schmigadoon. It's a musical series that is actually streaming right now. So check it out, what he had to say. This is Melanie from Serieasten.TV, Germany. And it's so good to talk to you, Jaime. Thank you so much.
Same here, Melanie. Thank you so much. Are you in Germany?
I am in Germany. My parents are from Madrid.
What time is it there?
It's 7:45.
Nice. All right.
In the evening, yeah.
Sorry to have destroyed your dinner plans. It wasn't our intention. We're sorry.
No worries. I love talking. It's better than dinner.
Thank you.
All right. So let me be honest, I'm not so good with musicals, but you guys really got me in the end. So what did you think that Schmigadoon works for even people like me?
That's an amazing point you made, Melanie, and I'm happy you made that point because people think, or they might not give Schmigadoon a chance because they think it's only a musical and, I'm too manly to watch musicals. But no, it's actually a show that maybe the excuse is to frame it within a musical, of course, but it's such a well-written show with a beautiful story, as you already witnessed. And if you're a musical theater junkie, of course, you're going to enjoy all the Easter eggs and all the golden age of musical references that you see on the show. I actually would recommend, there's a guy called Broadway by Ghostlight, and he's putting up 10-minute YouTube videos highlighting every single reference of musicals and the Easter eggs you can find in Schmigadoon. So that I wasn't aware of so many references that the show has. So you're going to enjoy those videos a lot, and you will kind of like appreciate even more the show when you start to understand all the references to musicals, right? But what you're saying, yeah, it is a show that is well written, has a beautiful story. It's deep because even though Schmigadoonians, we sing and it's kind of superficial and we have fun and whatever, have you seen the whole show already?
Yes, I have.
So you know that every single character in Schmigadoon helps Melissa and Josh understand their challenges, the obstacles. So for example, there's a line, this is a spoiler, there's a line on my character when he says, Melissa, I'm ready to be the man you want me to be and behave the way you want me to behave. Whoa. And then Melissa goes like, oh, shoot, I'm a control freak. So every single character in Schmigadoon will help them understand and deal with their challenges, and they will help them become better humans, basically better human beings, because maybe they have true love already, right? But it's just that they're so caught up with baggage and with trash that they don't see it. And that's what I love about the show. Not only that it plays an homage to the great musicals of all time, but also it's deep. It has a beautiful story that connects with the characters and hopefully will connect with the audience.
I really love that they incorporated a Latino character in the show. Can you tell us about your role in Schmigadoon?
Well, I know Cinco Paul very well. He's a good friend because I did a voice for him on Secret Life of Pets. And when we presented that movie in New York, I was standing next to him and he was super kind. He said, I love Jane the Virgin. I love your show. And I was like, thank you so much. You should come to the set. So make a long story short, we became really close friends. And he was incredibly kind to write this character for me, precisely for me, because he has seen me in Chicago doing Broadway. He saw me in Mamma Mia, I believe, when I did the Hollywood Bowl production of Mamma Mia. So he knew that I was a musical theater junkie. So he was kind enough to write this character for me, and I'm grateful because Schmigadoon, you do some projects and then some land from the heavens, and that's Schmigadoon for me. I love musical comedy, and then you have this dream cast, right? As a producer, you have this dream cast, and then all of a sudden this dream cast became a reality, like Kristin Chenoweth, Fred Armisen, Jane Krakowski, Ariana DeBose, Aaron Tveit. It's like, wait, is this your dream cast, or are we really going to work with these individuals, right? And it's a reality. We are sharing the stage with national treasures like Kristin Chenoweth, right? And it's super fun.
You've already mentioned it that Schmigadoon is set in the golden age of musicals of the year 40s. So to some extent, it does seem a little bit antiquated, but I think there are a lot of issues that we're still dealing with today that the show also goes into. So can you maybe elaborate a little bit about this?
Yes, of course. I think that another thing that the show does brilliantly is make fun of ourselves. We make fun of the musicals of that era, and we make fun of the what it's why is everybody dancing and why is everybody singing now? Why is music coming out from? And I love the fact when Cecily tells through Danny Bailey, that was a beautiful song you sang, and he's like, what song? The one you just sang. When? Because that's like it's crazy, right? It's like it could be an SNL sketch, and actually SNL has done many sketches about why are we all of a sudden singing without no reason. So I love the fact that we make fun of ourselves, and we make fun of the fact that musicals burst into song and dance for no reason, right? For no apparent reason. And that's gonna give it a touch of being modern, right, and bringing it more to our time.
You've already told us that you've done a lot of musicals on stage, but can you tell me what's the challenge in doing a musical series for TV?
It's not really, because I really enjoy what I do. For me to be on a set, on a musical set, it's a gift from God. It's just I love it. I don't see it as a challenge. Yes, there is some preparation behind. There are some rehearsals. There are some this and that, but it's a process. You have to approach the process with love and open-heartedly, and understand that it's a process. You're going to learn your lines eventually. You're going to get the harmony correct. You're going to get the lines of the song correctly, and it's just a process. And you have to just work and trust the process, right? But Cinco wanted us all to sing live. And every time we shot the scenes, we were singing live. And when you do theater, as you know, you go out, you do your scene, you sing your song, and then you rest your voice or you go back to the dressing room, right? Here, we did it like TV. So we have to sing your song from your over the shoulder, then sing the song from her over the shoulder, then sing the song from the establishing shot, then sing the song from this, then sing the song from that. So of course you have to sing the song several times. And at some point your voice might get a little tired or whatever, but it's part of the job.
So a couple of episodes have already aired on Apple TV Plus. Can you tell me how people have reacted to the show? Have you already had a feedback?
I have no idea, but I think Apple said something. Apple TV Plus said something in the line that it significantly exceeded their expectations. So I'm guessing that's a great thing. But we're very happy. We're very happy. People are giving the show a chance. Definitely. Episode 4 airs July 30th, and that's where my character and Ariana DeBosa's characters, we start to play strongly in the episode, because we represent the love triangle between Cecily and Keegan's characters. So that's why you haven't seen much of Emma Tate and Doc Lopez. But starting this Friday, July 30th, you will be able to see more how Doc Lopez and how Emma Tate will play into the main couple's understanding of why they are in Schmigadoon, right?
I've been wondering if maybe Schmigadoon is the perfect show for the time that we have now, because it's fun and light and it's exactly what one needs. Do you think so?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. You have great shows on Apple TV Plus. I mean, I'm a big fan of Ted Lasso, to be honest. I love that show, and right, it's incredible.
I love it.
And so yeah, now they have a very strong, very strong Friday nights. Now Apple TV Plus is giving people a very strong Friday night with Ted Lasso, with ourselves, airing every single Friday. And I think I love that, to be honest. Yeah, we do need happiness, and we do need something light, because we are living hard times. But yeah, any show that could bring a smile to people's faces, I'll take.
About the message of the show, and I've thought a bit about it. Do you think that the message of
what's the message for you?
Well, the message for me is that real love takes work, and that's what that's what came to me. Like,
yeah,
real love is not just easy peasy. It takes a little bit of work. What do you
Without
think
a
is the
doubt.
message of the show?
100%. That's one of the messages. Another message is precisely that maybe you already have true love, but you are so caught up with nonsensical things that you are not able to see it. So the show Schmigadoon also helps them understand that, hey, maybe you already have true love, guys. Just you have to look beyond the baggage, beyond the, there are so many messages that I'm sure that every person will get a different message from the show, right? But mainly it is that true love, it takes effort. It's not something like that just appears in your life. It takes effort, and maybe most of the couples already have true love in their lives, but they're just too blind to see it.
Yeah. So is this the message that you would hope that the audience takes away from Schmigadoon, or is there something else that you really, really hope they're going to take away?
I take away from Schmigadoon so many things: the joy of the musicals, the choreography, the amazing performances of my fellow castmates. But then again, I'm a theater junkie. I adore to see the musical numbers and whatever. This July 30th, by the way, there's an amazing musical number by Ariana DeBose when she's in the school. I'm sure you saw it already. And then on episode 5, you have an amazing continuous shot of Kristin Chenoweth doing the Tribe and Tribulation number, which is insanely good. And then the last episode, you have a beautiful, heartfelt moment with Josh and Melissa that everybody will be crying their eyes out. It's such a well-rounded, well-written show for the whole family, which is, it's good, because sometimes you have shows that you cannot watch with your kids, or you're like, but this show is for the whole family. Well, okay, there's a song that maybe the vagina and the penis song, maybe you don't want to see that song with your kids. But other than that, the whole show is for the whole family, and it's incredible.
So is there one musical that you love in particular?
Yes, Emma Tate's musical at the school. I think that's a beautiful, that's as Broadway as it gets, if you ask me. And then the effort, the combined effort of Kristin Chenoweth and Barry Sonnenfeld shooting this continuous shot when in the Tribe and Tribulation number, it's just insane. I mean, technically speaking, that's a gift for cinematographically speaking, that's incredible to achieve. But I think that more theatrically speaking, the number, Emma Tate's number, steals the show, without a doubt. That number steals the show.
And I mean, Kristin, who is such a sweetheart, she plays like the villain.
Yeah, exactly.
To perfection, right?
To perfection. Well, Kristin Chenoweth is a national treasure, and everybody knows that. Period. There's not much to elaborate on that. She's such a gifted performance and such a gift of joy to the world.
Jaime, is there a role that that people still talk to you about? And do you hope that? I guess it's Jane the Virgin, right? Or
it's actually Don Fernando from the Mexican version of Ugly Betty.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people will love that show. Of course, I mean, we're very lucky. We broke every single rating record in Mexican history, in the television of Mexican history, in the history of Mexican television. But of course, a lot of people also in the U.S., the crossover to Hollywood is definitely Jane the Virgin, no doubt.
And do you hope that Doc Lopez could be the one that people would come and talk to you about?
No, definitely. Well, I've been doing this for 26, 27 years. So it depends where I am at. It depends where I am. People will approach me and say, oh, I love Eva, for example, when I played a woman on Eva's Heels, right? Or they will approach me and say, oh, I love Don Fernando, or I love Rogelio de la Vega, or, they'll just approach me, and depending on what show they like the most, they will refer to me as that character.
Well, I loved you and everything I've seen with you. So thank you so much for your time.
You're the best, Melanie.
I really hope that people enjoy. I'm going to enjoy Schmigadoon like a non-musical person as me did.
That's important. Please highlight that on your story, because you don't have to be a musical junkie to enjoy Schmigadoon. That's a very important point you made, and I'm so happy you made it, because, yeah, people should know that. Thank you so much. Have a good time. Gracias, Melanie. Thank you so much. Take care.
Hasta la próxima vez. Muchas gracias.
Ciao.